What if everything you've ever heard about God and evolution is based on a false conflict? Some say we're the product of random chemistry, a chain of accidents leading from a protein soup to RNA to apes, and finally to us. Others say we were designed with intention, purpose, and meaning. But what if the truth is far more interesting than both sides usually admit? In this video, we'll look at the question calmly and logically. Does God exist? And does evolution actually challenge that idea? Evolution explains how life changes over time. It describes mechanisms, mutation, natural selection, adaptation. But evolution does not explain why the universe exists, where the laws of physics came from, what caused the first living cell, or why reality is structured in a way that allows life at all. To say evolution disproves God is like saying understanding gravity disproves the existence of Isaac Newton. A scientific description doesn't eliminate the possibility of a mind behind the system. Long before the first living cell, long before DNA or evolution, there were the laws of physics, and they are astonishingly precise. If the strength of gravity, the charge of the electron, or the expansion rate of the universe were even slightly different, no stars would form, no chemistry would exist, and life would be impossible. Is it all just an extraordinary coincidence? Or does the universe look as if it was set up with intention? The question doesn't prove God, but it certainly keeps the door wide open. Humans are not just biological organisms. We are conscious. We reflect. We ask moral questions. We search for meaning. We dream, imagine, create, and love. Where does this inner dimension come from? Biology can describe neural activity, but it cannot fully explain subjective experience. The eye behind the eyes. Why do we feel we ought to do good? Why do humans across cultures believe their lives have purpose? Why do we seek truth at all? These questions point beyond biology, towards something deeper about human nature. Evolution explains how life develops after it begins. But how did the first life start? One scientific idea is the RNA world, where early RNA molecules carried information and acted as catalysts. But here we meet serious challenges. 1. RNA is extremely fragile. In controlled, sterile laboratory conditions, RNA breaks down quickly. Early Earth was chaotic, chemically reactive, and far harsher. This raises a real question. How could long, information-rich RNA strands form and persist long enough to matter? 2. Information itself is the deeper mystery. DNA and RNA don't just contain molecules, they contain instructions. They are like code. And whether we talk about a book, a computer program, a message, or the genetic code, information always raises the same question. What is its origin? Science is excellent at describing mechanisms, but the existence of the first biological information remains one of the greatest puzzles we know. Does this prove God? No, but it points to a fundamental mystery. Why does nature produce systems that behave as if they were engineered? I'm not here to preach or to push a conclusion. The goal is simple: to show that the story of reality is far more complex and fascinating than the typical God versus evolution debate suggests. Science answers how things happen. Philosophy asks why they happen. Religion asks who, if anyone, is behind it all. So I'll leave you with a question. Do you believe life is a product of pure chance? Or do you think there is a deeper purpose behind our existence? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want a follow-up episode on the origin of life and the mystery of biological information, tell me, and I'll make it happen.